Over 60, try these three spices to cleanse kidneys and lower creatinine fast. After the age of 60, kidney decline becomes one of the fastest growing health threats in older adults. High blood sugar, swelling, and rising creatinine silently destroy the body's filters day and night. Many older adults believe it is an unavoidable part of aging. However, research indicates that three everyday spices can help mitigate damage, protect kidney tissues, and even enhance filtration. Try these three spices to cleanse kidneys and lower creatinine fast. Start with turmeric. Turmeric contains one of the most powerful healing agents known to nature. For centuries, it has been used in traditional cooking and medicine, yet many people still do not realize the profound protection it offers to the kidneys. Inside turmeric lies curcumin, a bright yellow compound that science has now proven to be one of the strongest natural inflammation fighters. Why does this matter so much? Because silent inflammation is one of the leading reasons kidneys weaken and creatinine climbs higher with age. Every year, thousands of older adults are told their kidney function is worsening, yet very few are informed that inflammation is eroding the delicate filters inside their kidneys. Think of it like tiny fires burning inside. Over time, those fires leave scars. Those scars stiffen the filters, making it harder for the kidneys to clean the blood. More waste remains behind, and creatinine accumulates. That is why fighting inflammation is one of the most important things a person over 60 can do to protect kidney function. Curcumin in turmeric does exactly that. Clinical studies have shown remarkable results. In one trial, people who took curcumin daily saw a drop of over 20% in protein leaking through their urine. This may not sound dramatic at first, but protein in the urine is one of the earliest warning signs that the kidneys are failing. Reducing that leakage slows the damage and buys time. It means the kidneys can keep working longer. Another study in the United States followed patients for 12 weeks. They were given just 500 milligrams of curcumin each day. After 3 months, their filtration levels improved and their creatinine dropped. Imagine being told your numbers are finally moving in the right direction instead of watching them climb year after year. That is the kind of hope turmeric brings. It also targets a protein called C-reactive protein, a marker of inflammation and tissue damage in the body. High C-reactive protein means a higher risk of kidney decline, heart problems, and even strokes. Turmeric reduced this marker by 32%. That is not a small change. That is almost cutting the fire in half. When animal studies tested curcumin, they observed 30 to 40% less oxidative stress in the kidneys. In simple words, turmeric helps naturally cleanse kidney tissues and protect them from the daily wear and tear caused by toxins, sugar, and high blood pressure. For someone over 60, this is more than just kidney protection. This is a gift that touches the whole body. Many older adults also live with aching joints or arthritis. Turmeric helps alleviate joint pain by reducing inflammation within the joints. It allows people to walk, bend, and move with less stiffness. And when you move more, your circulation improves, which also helps the kidneys stay nourished. It is all connected. The heart benefits too. With age, blood vessels tend to stiffen, and stiff vessels make the kidneys work harder to filter blood. Curcumin helps relax these vessels, lowers their stiffness, and reduces the load on the heart and kidneys simultaneously. Think about how many people over 60 live with both high blood pressure and kidney issues. Turmeric supports both problems at once. The question many ask is simple: how can turmeric be used every day? The good news is that it is easy to add without changing your lifestyle. Just half a teaspoon sprinkled into meals is enough to begin receiving benefits. You can stir it into soups, rice, or vegetables. You can even add it to warm milk made from an almond or oat base if potassium needs to be controlled. That golden drink not only comforts the body, but also delivers a steady supply of curcumin. One important trick is to pair turmeric with black pepper. Pepper contains piperine, a natural compound that enhances the absorption of curcumin by up to 20 times. Without it, much of the curcumin simply passes through the body unused. With it, the healing power reaches your blood and your kidneys more effectively. It is a simple partnership, but one that multiplies the strength of turmeric. Of course, there are safety rules. High doses of turmeric or curcumin are not always better. In fact, very large amounts can thin the blood. That means anyone already taking medications that prevent clotting must be careful. Very high doses, especially above 2,000 milligrams daily, should only be used under medical supervision. For most people, small daily amounts of food or moderate supplements taken under guidance are enough to make a difference. Think about what this means for someone over 60. A spice that sits quietly in the kitchen cabinet holds the power to protect the kidneys, lower harmful waste, soothe aching joints, and support the heart. It works not by masking symptoms, but by calming the silent fires that eat away at the body year after year. It is a natural, affordable, and research-backed approach. Every spoonful is a small shield, pushing back against the tide of kidney decline. Now pause and ask yourself this. If one simple spice can have such a wide effect on kidney health, what happens when other powerful spices are added alongside it? The next spice has a different power, one that cleanses and improves circulation in ways turmeric cannot. That spice is ginger, and its secrets may surprise you. Before we move on, I'd love to know where you're watching from. If you're working to naturally ease kidney problems, be sure to subscribe to Knowhow and turn on the notification bell. And if this content helps you, please type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0. I want to keep improving for you. Swollen ankles that feel heavy at the end of the day, tiredness that lingers no matter how much rest you get, a nagging sense of pressure in the lower back after walking just a few steps. For many older adults, these are not just signs of aging. They are also indicators of a more profound condition. They are signals that the kidneys are struggling. When the blood does not circulate properly, the kidneys are starved of the oxygen they need. When waste builds up, the body begins to feel poison from within. The good news is that nature provides an answer hidden in a simple root that many already know well. That root is ginger. Ginger is not just for flavoring food or calming an upset stomach. Inside it are natural compounds called gingerols, and they work like a reset button for circulation. Imagine your blood moving sluggishly, leaving toxins behind in the tiny filters of the kidneys. Gingerols help open those pathways and improve circulation, supporting natural kidney detox and better creatinine clearance. Oxygen reaches the kidney tissues that have been begging for relief. The filters can breathe again, and as they recover, waste products like creatinine and urea are flushed out more efficiently. This is not just a comforting thought. It is proven by science. In a 2020 clinical study, individuals with mild kidney dysfunction took 3 grams of ginger powder daily. After only a short period, their serum creatinine dropped by 10%. For someone with declining kidney health, that 10% is the difference between feeling trapped in a downward spiral and feeling hope that the damage can be slowed. A lower creatinine number is not just a number. It is a sign that the body is still capable of repair. Researchers have also demonstrated that ginger slows down a condition known as kidney fibrosis. Fibrosis is scarring inside the kidneys that makes them stiff and unable to filter blood. In people with diabetic kidney disease, ginger has been shown to reduce the scarring process. The result is increased flexibility in the filters, which leads to improved performance and reduced waste left behind in the blood. Another layer of protection comes from ginger's ability to increase antioxidant strength inside the kidneys by 25%. Think of it as giving the kidneys a stronger shield against constant attack from toxins, high blood sugar, and stress. But ginger does not stop with the kidneys. For many older adults, nausea from medications becomes a daily struggle. A small piece of ginger can naturally calm the stomach without the need for additional pills. Constipation, another common issue, is alleviated by ginger's ability to facilitate smooth digestion. When digestion slows, toxins back up and place an even heavier load on the kidneys. Ginger helps things move, facilitating waste removal from the body as it should. Blood sugar and cholesterol are two of the biggest drivers of kidney decline in the United States. Ginger quietly fights both. Studies show that regular use lowers cholesterol, reducing the fatty buildup in blood vessels that choke circulation. Better circulation means less pressure on the heart and kidneys. Ginger also improves the body's handling of sugar, lowering spikes that can silently damage the filters inside the kidneys. In older adults, this combination of improved blood sugar control and enhanced circulation can mean the difference between slow decline and the steady preservation of kidney function. And then there is the swelling. How many times have you noticed older adults rubbing their ankles or slipping off shoes that no longer fit by evening? This swelling, known as edema, is a classic sign that the kidneys are failing to regulate fluid balance. Ginger's anti-inflammatory action reduces that swelling. It eases the pressure in the legs and makes walking more comfortable. It is not just about appearance. It is about freedom of movement and comfort in daily life. Using ginger is simple, and that is one of its greatest strengths. A few thin slices in warm water make a soothing tea that supports both the stomach and the kidneys. Grating it into stir-fries or soups adds flavor and health in one step. A safe serving is 1 to 2 teaspoons of fresh ginger or about half a teaspoon of powder daily. It doesn't require expensive supplements or complicated recipes. It fits naturally into meals already enjoyed in American homes. Of course, safety matters. Ginger is powerful, and while it is gentle for most, some need to take care. Those with severe acid reflux may find that ginger makes their symptoms worse, and those who use blood thinners or daily aspirin should monitor closely, as ginger has mild thinning effects of its own. Balance is the key. Respecting the dose keeps ginger a healing friend rather than a risk. Think for a moment about what ginger truly offers. Better circulation that brings oxygen to tired kidneys. Protection that slows the scarring process inside. A boost in waste removal that lowers creatinine levels. Relief from nausea, smoother digestion, lighter ankles, and calmer blood sugar. All this from a root that costs less than a cup of coffee and sits in nearly every kitchen. How often do we ignore something so simple that could hold such profound power? As powerful as ginger is, it is only one piece of the puzzle. It boosts circulation, clears toxins, and relieves swelling. But what about the silent enemy that sneaks in through blood sugar? High sugar levels destroy kidneys faster than almost anything else, and many people over 60 face that danger every single day. There is a spice that specifically targets this hidden threat, one that not only lowers blood sugar, but also shields the kidneys from the destructive force of sugar. That spice is cinnamon, and its story could change the way you see your daily meals forever. If you found this helpful so far, please take a moment to like this video. It may seem small, but it tells YouTube that this message matters and helps Knowhow reach more people who truly need it. If you believe others deserve this knowledge too, tap that thumbs up now. Cinnamon does more than sweeten food. Inside it are compounds that enhance the body's insulin function. Insulin is the hormone that helps transport sugar from the blood into the cells, where it can be utilized for energy. As we age, our insulin often becomes less effective, and blood sugar levels begin to rise. Cinnamon restores sensitivity to insulin, much like sharpening a dull tool. The result is smoother control of sugar and less strain on the kidneys. Clinical research demonstrates the significant impact of this effect. In a large review of studies, 1 to 2 grams of cinnamon daily lowered fasting blood sugar by 24 milligrams per deciliter. That is not just a small dip. That is the difference between waking up with dangerously high blood sugar and waking up with levels that are far safer for the kidneys. Over time, that daily drop translates into less sugar attaching to the filters inside the kidneys, less scarring, and slower decline. Even more striking, cinnamon lowered hemoglobin A1C by almost 1%. A1C is the 3-month average of blood sugar, a number that most doctors closely monitor to track diabetes. Dropping it by just 0.8% reduces the risk of kidney decline by 37%. Imagine cutting your risk of kidney damage by more than a third simply by adding a small amount of spice to your meals. That is the scale of impact cinnamon can deliver. However, the benefits extend beyond blood sugar. Cinnamon also helps lower blood pressure, another key factor in kidney decline. When blood pressure is high, fragile kidney vessels burst and scar. Cinnamon helps ease that pressure, protecting the vessels that must remain strong if kidneys are to continue filtering waste. It also reduces oxidative stress, which is the silent rusting of tissues caused by too many free radicals. The U.S. National Kidney Foundation has highlighted cinnamon's role in reducing oxidative damage, confirming that it directly shields kidney tissues from daily wear and tear. For older adults, cinnamon also reaches beyond the kidneys. One of the greatest fears with aging is losing memory or facing dementia. High blood sugar not only harms the kidneys, but also affects the brain. Cinnamon enhances the way insulin signals function in the brain, thereby maintaining these pathways active. Better insulin signaling leads to sharper memory, steadier mood, and reduced cognitive decline. In other words, a small sprinkle of cinnamon helps both the kidneys and the brain, two of the most vulnerable organs after the age of 60. Another gift of cinnamon is its natural ability to fight germs. Many seniors experience recurring urinary tract infections, which can put additional strain on the kidneys. Cinnamon has antimicrobial properties that help reduce the chance of infections taking hold. Fewer infections mean less inflammation, less antibiotic use, and greater protection for the kidneys, which are already under stress. The best part is how easy cinnamon is to use. A simple half teaspoon sprinkled on oatmeal in the morning, blended into a smoothie, or dusted on a baked apple can deliver benefits. It is an effortless habit that seamlessly blends health and taste. But not all cinnamon is the same. Most stores sell cassia cinnamon, which contains a compound called coumarin. Too much coumarin can harm the liver and kidneys if taken long-term. That is why choosing Ceylon cinnamon, often called true cinnamon, is the safer option. It is lower in coumarin and gentler on the body. Safety always matters. Cinnamon is powerful, but more is not always better. Taking more than a teaspoon daily for long periods can stress the body. It should never replace prescribed diabetes medication. Instead, it works best as a partner, a spice that enhances the body's natural systems, while medical care provides a stronger foundation. Together, they create a balance that protects health more effectively. Think about the bigger picture. Turmeric fought inflammation, the silent fire that scars the kidneys. Ginger enhances circulation and waste removal, providing the kidneys with more oxygen and support. Now cinnamon enters as the guardian against sugar, the most relentless destroyer of kidney health. 3 simple spices, each targeting a different threat. Together, they create a shield that helps older adults slow the decline of their kidneys, lower creatinine levels, and regain strength. But here's the question to carry forward. How many people know about these hidden powers sitting in their kitchens? How many continue to struggle, adding more pills, feeling more fear, while answers as simple as a pinch of spice remain untouched? Knowledge is power, and these spices empower those who feel powerless against kidney disease. The path to better kidney health after 60 does not begin with something rare or expensive. It begins with small choices repeated every day. A spoon of turmeric calms inflammation. A slice of ginger improves circulation. A sprinkle of cinnamon to help tame sugar. These are not just flavorings. They are nature's medicine cabinet, and they can help rewrite the story of aging kidneys. Many people are familiar with turmeric, ginger, and cinnamon, yet struggle to incorporate them into their daily routine without getting bored. The truth is that these spices are not just medicine. They are flavors that can be woven into comforting meals, soothing drinks, and even little snacks that bring joy to the day. The secret is consistency. A small daily habit creates the real healing power, and the more enjoyable the recipe, the easier it becomes to stay consistent. One of the simplest ways to begin is with a morning drink. Warm water with a slice of fresh ginger and a pinch of turmeric can gently wake up the body. Allow it to steep for 10 minutes and sip slowly. The warmth soothes the stomach, ginger opens the circulation, and turmeric helps calm inflammation before the day even begins. For those who enjoy a touch of sweetness, a sprinkle of cinnamon can be added for extra flavor. This turns a plain glass of water into a healing tonic that prepares the kidneys for the work ahead. Breakfast is often the best time to use cinnamon. A bowl of warm oatmeal topped with half a teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon not only lowers blood sugar, but also brings comfort on cold mornings. Add a handful of blueberries or sliced apple for natural sweetness. The fruit provides fiber that eases digestion. The oats stabilize blood sugar levels, and the cinnamon ties it all together. Each spoonful becomes more than food. It becomes a way of protecting the kidneys while enjoying something familiar and satisfying. For those who enjoy smoothies, these spices blend beautifully. A simple recipe uses half a cup of almond milk, half a banana, a small slice of fresh ginger, and a quarter teaspoon of turmeric. Blend until smooth, then dust with cinnamon on top. The drink is creamy, slightly spicy, and full of healing compounds. It works as a light breakfast or an afternoon refresher. The beauty of a smoothie is that the spices blend seamlessly into the flavor, allowing even those sensitive to strong tastes to enjoy the health benefits without noticing the bite. Lunch is another opportunity. A vegetable soup with carrots, celery, and zucchini can be elevated to a new level with the addition of grated ginger and a dash of turmeric. Not only does it add depth of flavor, but it also makes a simple soup a kidney-friendly remedy. For extra comfort, a sprinkle of cinnamon on roasted sweet potatoes can create a warm, slightly sweet side dish that pairs well with lean protein. The meal remains light and easy to digest, while the spices continue their quiet work of lowering sugar, calming inflammation, and improving circulation. For snacks, roasted chickpeas seasoned with turmeric and a touch of black pepper make a crunchy and satisfying option. They replace processed chips and provide protein that supports strength after 60. Another idea is apple slices dusted with cinnamon. This is a simple, quick snack that satisfies a sweet craving without damaging the kidneys with processed sugar. Every small choice builds into a bigger pattern, and snacks are one of the most overlooked moments where spices can naturally fit in. Dinner is where these spices shine. Grilled salmon or baked chicken can be marinated in a mix of turmeric, ginger, garlic, and a squeeze of lemon. The flavor is rich, the color is golden, and the health impact is powerful. This type of meal helps lower inflammation, improves blood flow, and provides lean protein without stressing the kidneys. A side of steamed vegetables sprinkled with cinnamon may sound unusual, but when paired with carrots or squash, it creates a surprising sweetness that balances the meal. Even dessert can hold healing power. Baked apples filled with a mix of cinnamon and oats make a warm, comforting finish to the day. This small treat feels indulgent, yet every bite supports blood sugar control and eases kidney strain. It proves that healthy eating does not mean giving up pleasure. It simply means choosing flavors that heal rather than harm. The key to incorporating these recipes into your life is variety. Rotating between teas, smoothies, soups, and snacks ensures the taste never feels repetitive. The spices can be used in tiny amounts throughout the day, which adds up to a steady supply of healing compounds without overwhelming the palate. Over time, the body adjusts, cravings change, and the daily use of turmeric, ginger, and cinnamon feels as natural as brushing your teeth. Beyond recipes, there are a few tips that make these habits more effective. Always store spices in a cool, dry place to protect their potency. Choose Ceylon cinnamon instead of cassia to avoid excess coumarin. Pair turmeric with black pepper for better absorption. Use fresh ginger whenever possible, as it contains stronger active compounds than dry ginger powder. Measure portions carefully because even natural remedies can become harmful in excess. These small details make the difference between safe, steady benefits and potential risks. Most importantly, pay attention to how the body feels. Notice if swelling in the ankles improves after a week of taking ginger daily. Monitor your blood sugar readings as cinnamon becomes a regular part of your routine. Track energy levels, digestion, and even mood. These signs are messages from the body, showing whether the path is working. Listening closely builds trust in the process and gives motivation to continue. At the end of the day, spices are not meant to be taken like bitter medicine. They are meant to be enjoyed. They carry warmth, comfort, and tradition while quietly fighting the battles inside the body. They protect the kidneys, calm the heart, ease digestion, and enhance the pleasure of meals. By weaving them into everyday recipes, health becomes less about restrictions and more about joy. And perhaps the most powerful thought is this: what feels like small daily choices today can decide the health of tomorrow. A cup of tea, a sprinkle on fruit, a spoon in soup. Each one builds a shield for the kidneys and a foundation for strength after 60. That natural kidney cleansing shield isn't built in a hospital or pharmacy. It's built in your kitchen, one recipe at a time. If this video was helpful, please don't leave without subscribing to Knowhow. And if you feel like I truly understood your struggle and offered a solution that matters, type the word relief in the comments. I'd love to know if this helped you.